and welcome to our class. I am Mom Liz, and I will be your guide in sharpening your skills and enhancing your minds in order to face the challenges here in grade 9 mathematics. Just be ready yourself, learning modules, your paper and pen with you. Let's begin. Do you still remember what you have learned last time? That's right. We have discussed the different types of quadrilaterals. So let us have a short review. We call this activity Represent Me. You need to identify what type of quadrilateral is present in the picture of what is happening today. What type of quadrilateral do you think is present in the picture? Correct. The object that is highlighted with the red is a square. How about this? You're right. The design of the table resembles a rhombus. Let's try the third picture. Very good. That is a rectangle. What about the fourth picture? What quadrilateral is present in the picture? Excellent! That is a trapezoid. You have done great in that activity. You are ready for our new lesson. What can you learn at the end of this video? Number 1, identify quadrilaterals that are parallelograms. Number 2, determine the conditions that make a quadrilateral a parallelogram. This will be our first activity. This is Lilo, and she wants to go outside. But before leaving, she needs to be sure that she will be protected from the virus. And to find out the things she needs, she must overcome the 3 obstacles. From level 1 to level 3. So let's start with level 1. In level 1, we need to complete the table which is entitled Which is Which. Identify whether the following quadrilaterals are parallelogram or not. Put a check mark under the appropriate column. Let's start with number 1, a rectangle. Is it a parallelogram or not parallelogram? You're right, it is a parallelogram. Let's have number 2, a trapezoid. What do you think? Correct! It is not a parallelogram. How about number 3, a rhombus? Very good! It is a parallelogram. Number 4, a square. Right! It is also a parallelogram. You want to know why rectangle, rhombus, and a square are parallelogram? Yes or no? Let's choose yes. If yes, proceed to level 2 to find the answer. But before that, let's check what is inside the box.
It's a face mask.
This is the first thing that Lilo needs to be protected from the virus. Now let's proceed to the next level. This time, Lilo can jump now to level 2. In this level, we will find out the properties of parallelogram, which can be found also in rectangle, square, and rhombus. Let us start with property number 1. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel and congruent. Opposite sides means that they do not share a common point. This is a parallelogram ABCD. AD is parallel to BC. This small arrow indicates that they are parallel. And segment AB is parallel to segment DC, and segment AD is congruent to segment AC. This small line indicates that they are congruent. Therefore, segment AB is congruent to segment DC. Using the same parallelogram, if segment AD is equal to 127 units, what do you think is the measure of segment BC? You are right! It's 127 units. How about segment DC? If segment AB is 101 units, then what do you think is the measure of segment DC? Very good. It's 101 units. Let's go to property number 2. In a parallelogram, any opposite angles are congruent. Angle A and angle C are opposite angles, and the measure of angle A is 97 degrees. What is angle C? That's correct. It's also 97. Therefore, angle A and angle C are congruent. And if angle B and angle D are opposite angles and the measure of angle D is 83 degrees, what do you think is the measure of angle Z? Yes, you are right. It's 83 degrees. Therefore, angle B and angle D are congruent. In property number 3, in a parallelogram, any consecutive angles are supplementary. Consecutive means the angles next to each other. Angle D and angle A are consecutive. Angle D and angle C are consecutive angles. Angle C and angle B are consecutive angles. Angle B and angle A are consecutive angles. What is the sum of the measures of angle A and angle B if angle A is 97 degrees and angle D is 83 degrees? You are right. It is 180 degrees. Therefore, angle A and angle B are supplementary. In property number 4, the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. In parallelogram ABCD, the diagonal AC bisects diagonal DB. In diagonal AC, segment AE is equal to segment AC. If segment AE is equal to 12, what is the measures of segment EC? Very good. Since they are equal, therefore, segment AC is also 12. In diagonal BD, if segment BE is equal to segment ED, and if BE is 14, what is the measure of ED? Correct. It is also 14. For the last property of parallelogram, each diagonal of a parallelogram forms two congruent triangles. From this parallelogram to these two congruent triangles, triangle DAB and triangle DCB. Let's find out the next object that Lilo needs.
It's a face shield.
Let's proceed to the next level. Lilo can now jump to level 3. In this level, we'll test your understanding about the different properties of parallelogram. Let's play an activity, fact or bluff. So get a clean sheet of paper. Write fact if the statement is true and write bluff if the statement is false. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Okay, perfect. So let's start. Statement number 1. The consecutive angles of a parallelogram are complementary. Is it a fact or a bluff? Your timer starts now. Okay, the correct answer is a bluff. Because consecutive angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. That's correct. Let's proceed to statement number 2. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Is it a fact or a bluff? Your timer starts now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, very good. The correct answer is a bluff. Because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Very good. Statement number 3. Triangles formed by any diagonal of a parallelogram are congruent.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, very good. The correct answer is a fact. Statement number 4. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Is this a fact or a bluff?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is a fact. And for the last statement, diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Is it a fact or a bluff?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is a fact. Now who got 10? Good job! I hope you all understand the different properties of a parallelogram. Now let us check what is inside the last box.
Nice! It's an alcohol.
Hi! Thank you for helping me. Now I know how to protect myself from the virus. It's so easy. Just like what you did to overcome the obstacles.
And for your performance task, draw at least 5 objects that represent parallelogram that you can find in your community. Why do you think that these objects are in the shapes of parallelogram? Is it possible to change their shape and still functional? Make sure that you will send this activity when your parents, guardian, return to school. Speaking of school, I know that you miss going to Bicol National High School. So here's a glimpse of our school. Can you find something that represents parallelogram? Very good. Some of this parallelogram includes the following. And this is Ma'am Liz, at tandaan, maging matyaga para matgaling. Bye! Thank you for watching!